Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 427 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Marjorie, and she writes, "Thank you, you were very helpful. My problem, I passed my grade 7 for associated board organ exam about 12 years ago. Since then my playing has deteriorated. I play for church services every Sunday, but I am not challenged. I play a 2-manual tracker organ with limited stops and only a bourdon on the pedal. I took my exam on a 4-manual Cathedral organ. My dream is to play fluently on the organ pieces grade 6 and 7 standard. Thanks, Marjorie." Marjorie probably refers to the English system where they have graded organ repertoire lists and also exams for those grades.
Yes.
And this is rather practical for students who take those grades, take exams and see their progress. So I guess grade 7 was a while ago for her. And she needs to pick up not where she left, but where she is now.
True. So she needs to know to think through and to know to evaluate herself, to see at which level she is now and when to move forward. Because if we don't make new challenges for us on a daily basis, on a regular basis, then we are just like standing water.
Mm-hmm. Still water.
Still water, yes.
With certain odor.
That's right. So, and in order, to make things better, to improve, we need to be more like a river.
Flowing. Somewhere.
Yes.
With direction. I could compare this with my pull-up exercise routine that I do every day. Before going to the French Alps, I could do 17 now. But after I came back, and during that time when we were in the Alps, and after when we got back, I had to have some time to recover from the trip and I didn't exercise. So a few days ago I started again doing my pull-ups and I only could do 15, not 17.
But it's still better because I remember when you just, started to do them, you hardly could do a one pull up and now you can do 15, so it's still not that bad.
Now it's beginning of April, so it was in last August. I couldn't do one pull-up. I could just hang for 10 seconds while holding the bar. And then 20 seconds. And then 30 seconds. And then, after a while I did one. After maybe 3 weeks. or 2 weeks.
So the same is, with organ playing. Like
Mhm.
Marjorie is playing the same instrument for many years now. Well, and it seems that it's not a bad instrument. It's a tracker organ. Even with, limited stop list, it's still, a tracker. So I think it's much better than electronic instrument with a lot of stops.
She could take advantage of our recommendations for 2-part inventions and 3-part sinfonias easily on that instrument.
But of course, she wants, to improve and, to take the next step. So I think she might, find some other instruments to
Mm-hmm.
maybe not to practice on a regular basis, but maybe, to perform some recitals,
Mm-hmm.
to travel somewhere else, to get new experience. Because I think it's nice to change the scenery time after time. It gives inspiration and, helps us to move forward to a next level.
Mm-hmm. If you have 2 manual organ, even with limited stops, you can practice just about any type of organ repertoire.
True.
And
That's
then
true.
perform it on much larger instrument, for
And
example.
I'm guessing that you would have to have couplers to the pedal too, I guess.
Because just one bourdon would be not enough.
That's right. But with the couplers, you could, manage quite a lot of repertoire.
Mm-hmm. We at home have only one stop, or no, two stops.
Two stops.
But we only use one.
Yes, because that second one is still too loud.
Yeah, and it has 2 manuals, and we only use rohrflöte or bourdon. I don't know exactly. Maybe it's bourdon.
Gedacht.
Yeah, gedacht. 8 foot.
Because that rohrflöte is louder one, and we don't use it so often. But you still can, do a lot with such an instrument in terms of learning, repertoire. But then, of course, you wouldn't want to perform on it a recital, so you would search for a new venue.
And if you find one, do good research. Ask for photos from up close for this organ console. The disposition of stops and layout of organ handles and stops. Where are they located? And when you practice your repertoire on your tracker organ at church or at home, maybe imagine yourself in a target situation. Maybe reach for some stops with left hand instead of the right hand. Of course, use the swell box with the right foot sometimes when it's needed. Those things. Pistons. Remember to do many motions with your thumb and toe. Pistons and studs. That way you can mentally basically prepare for anything. Right, Osha?
Yes, that's right.
But it's good that Marjorie wrote to us that she is lacking a challenge while playing at church. So, of course, she only plays probably hymns every Sunday because that's what is required. Do you think, Osha, that she could play something that is not required at church?
Well, I don't know how the routine works at her church and what the clergy is and what the congregation is. But if it's very conservative, then it's risky to play something out of common way.
I'm not suggesting she could elaborate in the service itself, but pre-service music and post-service music, like prelude and postlude, could be 2 places where she could challenge herself and learn every Sunday something new.
True. I remember my last year of working at Greece Lutheran Church in Lincoln, when I had, I think I would have like couple Sundays to play every month, and couple Saturday nights. Well, so on Sundays I would do, one of chorale by J.S. Bach from the third part of Klavierübung, the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
So And at the end, I think we had like a hymn festival, and I performed Prelude and Fugue in E flat major. And it was a nice actually thing because it still kept me,
Motivated.
Yes, because it's not that easy, to play a big chorale for each Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice, I think, for congregation to listen to such a music. I don't think we ever had another chance.
Afterwards?
Yes.
I hope so. I hope that they did. Maybe somebody else took our place and continued that tradition. But
I'm not sure.
But it's hard
I
to tell.
greatly doubt it.
Mm-hmm. All right. We hope this was useful to you guys, and especially to Marjorie. Always challenge yourself and try to learn something new every week.
You could establish some contacts with colleagues from other places, with organists from other places, and maybe you could visit them and they could visit you.
Do an exchange.
Yes, do an exchange, and that way you will try new instruments and will have more interesting, venues to perform.
If you have 10 friends, you can have 10 different organs to visit.
You could start with one friend at the beginning. Vidas always, wants to make as much as possible out of every situation, and I'm more realistic.
You know what's my vision in this? Reach for the stars, and then you can land on the moon, and that's not too bad either.
True. So I think Marjorie will figure out her own way, somewhere between yours and my suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. you can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.